Previously on Tales from the Humpback Sky.
Simeon sours sundries and such. I use temporal binders frequently.
Perhaps there is a service we could provide in exchange for such a valuable item.
I do need some help. A kind of temporal entropic frost. It's covered the entranceway. If you can somehow find a way to crack through that ice.
Mr. and such, let's get in your magic silver suits and we'll get on with it. And then I fully Beyblade into the door, smashing it down.
Shrouded in the ice. Looks like a pig. You enter into the imprint booth room and are greeted by a flurry of time rime frost. It swirls around the space in jagged chips, chunks, and flakes. You can see the various booths arrayed around the room, all frosted over with the same icy sheen. But in the center, seeming to be the epicenter of this temporal fluctuation, is the silhouette of a large pig.
Rich would like to do a history check to see if she knows what this might be,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is a new skill she picked up from the library. From the library.
Yeah, good.
And I'm going under, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it passed 4 and 6 is the skill.
Anytime those with specific knowledge of such things come across a pig where a pig should not be, chances are that pig is no ordinary pig, but perhaps something incredibly dangerous, strange, perhaps even unknowable. You believe, potentially, Ridge, that this is a night pig.
An unknowable night pig.
What you know about them, through the power imbued by this most sinister animal, they place themselves within houses or companies, stores, anywhere that wealth in its many guises is hoarded, and ensorcel themselves into that household's stream of revenue. And as they absorb it, they grow increasingly fatter, although they are limited only by their greed. For this reason, it is wise to always demand answers from any pig you see out at night, because their intentions are never good.
What a malicious sounding pig.
I know. Ridge puts her hand out onto Owen's massive chest
Ooh.
and turns to him and says, "Be very careful. Do not feel sorry for this being and do not give it anything. Do you understand?
Could we eat it?
I believe this to be a very dangerous creature.
Oh, yeah.
We should find a way to get rid of it, but be very careful."
If we ate it, then we would get rid of it. Surely.
I cannot argue with your logic.
I'm just saying, like, don't look a gift pig in the snout. And we could potentially have a little feast. I'm just saying, if we got hungry, we could always come back here and eat the pig.
Why don't we try speaking to it first?
Is it not frozen at this point in time, or is it just hanging out?
Yeah, what's it doing?
From what you can see, the ice is swirling around it. It's very difficult to make out any details except for this large silhouette.
Okay, Owen holds out one of his Griffin's crispy coconut biscuits and crouches down and goes, "Hey, piggy, piggy, piggy. Hey, piggy, piggy. Hey, piggy, piggy."
All right. You take out your provision, and
what is my provision, Tom?
it's a little crispy biscuit.
That's right.
Griffin's
That's
crispy.
right.
Coconut
That's right.
crisp, is it?
Coconut
Crispy.
crisp. Griffin
Crispy.
coconut crispy.
Yeah, that's right.
As you take it out and begin to hold it forwards, the icy temporal particulate swirls around and begins to crust and crystallize over the biscuit. And you see then before your eyes as the biscuit begins to dematerialize into various bits of particulate, sugar, flour, and slowly begins to fall apart in your hand as it is broken down into its very own molecular structure and then disappears.
Oh, no. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's a bit freaky. I suggest we don't walk into that. Oh, my God. Oh, wait. We're in the suits. Suits protect us, do they not?
They do.
For now, yes. I think you
okay.
just made it stronger with that, so we need to be careful what we do from this
I've
point
made it
onward.
one biscuit stronger. I think that's okay.
That might be all that it needs.
Okay, yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, all right. We're not going to achieve our dreams standing here looking at the pig. We might as well move forward.
Okay, I'll stand behind you.
Okay.
Now, moving forward, you are moving towards the silhouette. You're moving
Yeah.
towards the creature.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the pressure and the energy moving against you as you make your way forward. But step by step, you do begin to make slow progress into the vortex itself. You feel yourself being slowly dragged to the side, but you are able to hold yourself firm as long as your steps are very deliberate. But each step has to be heavy and solid, and you have to find placement in the ground before you make the next footfall. As you move, it seems that the vortex almost begins to slow with each step. Slower, less violent. The sound decreases until everything just stops. And it is like you are standing within the eye of a storm, frozen in time. At the center is a large, corpulent, pinkly fleshed pig with immaculate, shiny black hooves, a wet snout, and a little curly tuft of blonde hair on top of its head. It is, by all intents and purposes, a very large but rather adorable pig. The kind of pig that you would look at and feel an attachment to. This pig couldn't possibly hurt anybody. Look at it. It's big. And as it turns its head, you see its eyes. I need both of you. What would this roll be? Can you roll? This is rolling almost against your will. So if we're playing D&D, it would be like a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
What about potentially second sight to sort of realize that there's a magical effect being applied to us?
I think that's fair. I think if you've got second sight, you can use that as a skill. So I think using second sight is a way of perceiving magical effects. So if you want to roll under your second sight skill, please.
Yeah, 3.
Yes, 6. I passed.
Okay. It turns to you and its eyes are large pools that shimmer at you. But for the briefest of moments, as it turns its head, before its eyes become these large luminous pools, there is, for a split moment, absolute inky blackness, like looking into the heart of a collapsed star.
Ugh.
You notice that around the pig, as it stares at you and regards you, you see that there are 2 chrono sleeve suits that lie crumpled nearby.
Oh,
One has shrunk down dramatically, as if its occupant inside has had its form completely reversed. And you can see inside the bubble of its helmet looks to be the form of a tiny baby.
still alive?
Looking at the crack in the helmet, you can see that the chrono energy and the time rhyme has encrusted this small
Oh, no.
Oh, we've just introduced dead babies to
being.
the podcast.
Sweet. We got dead babies.
Yeah.
The other suit contains a withered, incredibly old woman.
Much like myself.
Looks to be
Also covered
their
in
late-
ice.
also covered in ice. However, there is some movement in both beings. They do not look dead. They seem to be
Sure.
ever so slightly breathing as if they are in some kind of comatose state, surrounded by this chronal energy. Perhaps currently it is the only thing that is keeping them alive. Nearby the old woman, you see a large cylindrical device. It is metallic, and attached to it are large tanks. There is a handle near the back of the device with a large trigger. There are large straps attached that are currently broken, but you see as one of the straps is connected to the older woman. This looks like the temporal thora, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a device there that we could potentially use to fix the situation. Is it clear to us what is causing the temporal thing? Is it the pig itself, or is the pig using something in the room, obviously, like a device of some kind?
You can see coming into the vortex, into the center, into the eye of the storm, you can see that there are several large tubes and wires have all been collected and dragged into the center. And then connected to these tubes and wires are items that could only be described as temporal binders. They have all been jerry-rigged together and piled on top of each other and are all glowing incredibly bright and are almost being piled up in front of the pig, and the pig seems to be basking in its glow.
Okay.
But
Jeez,
currently,
okay.
it is looking at you. And it speaks. And all it says is, hello.
Hello, pig.
Hello.
Can we have one of these binders?
The pig looks back towards the large pile of glowing machinery. And it says, are you here to hurt me?
No, mate. No. We just want a binder.
It's not really our style. We just want a binder, and then we'll be on our way.
Random acts of violence? That doesn't seem like us, does it, Ridge?
No, not at all.
The other ones who came in, they wanted to hurt me.
Oh, what horrible people.
Looks like you put paid to that, though, didn't you, mate? How'd you do that? That's so cool what you did there. Turn one into an old thing and the other one into a dead baby. Whoa, cool.
The pig looks at you, and there's like its eyes turn with this sadness. And it says, I didn't do anything. I'm just a little
Oh.
pig.
You are so little. Okay, that's cool. But what about, hear me out, we'll take those 2 baddies away. We'll take them out. You don't want them. We'll take them far away where they can't hurt you no more. And in payment, all we ask is a temporal binder.
It looks at you and
Before you make your mind up, pig, what about this? And I do some of my signature flexing.
All right.
And one of these.
All right. You can see if you can convince the pig using your skill at flexing.
I rolled under the skill. I don't know how into flexing the
All
pig
right.
is. I lost my bag of dice, and I had to steal these dice out of my son's Dragon Ball Z Cluedo, and the one is a question mark.
Dragon Ball Z Cluedo.
It's Cluedo, but the things are Dragon Ball Z.
Like all the suspects are Dragon Ball Z characters?
But yeah, there's instead of like murder weapon, character, room, it's location, hero, villain.
Okay.
So it could be Goku at Master Roshi's island with the Frieza.
Oh, so you're trying to figure out like who's having a fight correctly.
But yeah,
Or-
basically, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So now whenever a question mark roll comes up, it's a 1.
The pig regards your flexing as it turns its head from left to right, and it certainly seems enamored by your performance.
Well, you can't blame it for that.
And it says, "Oh, there are so many here that I have next to me. They were just lying around and no one was really using them. And Mr. Sowers just has them all locked up in this little room far away from anybody. And so I just slowly put a few together, grabbed a few wires and a few tubes. No, nothing big or major. No, nothing to go crazy about.
Who's going crazy? We just want one.
And maybe you could say that what has happened was not intended necessarily. And I am sorry. I didn't mean for anything to happen. But then they came out from the time ice and they had the big fire gun and they were yelling so many things at me. And I'm just a pig. It's hard for me to think on so many things, especially when I'm trying to absorb energies into my body.
Which you've done such a good job of. Look at you. Brimming.
Getting very big. And I suppose if you help me, I can give you one to take as a friend if you want to be my friend.
I thought we were already friends.
I don't even know your names.
Did we not tell you? Oh, that's so rude. I don't even know your name. You're right. We're not friends, but we could be.
I will tell you my name and then you can tell me your name and then we'll be friends and then we can talk about how you're going to help me.
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Innocent Fig the Pig.
Well, my name is Ridge Mackelbie.
And my name is Owen.
Ridge Mackelbie. Owen.
Yeah. Figgy piggy.
The pig sniffs and snuffles. But you have somebody else with you, though. There's not just two of you.
Oh, yeah. Got Bernard here, too. Not many people notice old Bernard, but Bernard's here. Don't worry about Bernard. He's all good.
I can smell him inside you, squirreling and worming around in there.
Oh, okay. Gross. Cool.
Love to talk to Owen right now, but just because now we're in conversation, she can't say anything. This is an increasingly dangerous situation, and she's getting very uncomfortable.
I don't really understand what this pig is, and it's gross, in my opinion. Okay, but what Owen knows is that we need a binder, and we can either fight this pig that killed 2 people and seems to be grossly overpowered, or we can get a binder and go and fuck Simeon Sowers. We're not after Simeon Sowers, we're after a binder.
It would be good if we could resolve the situation and stop more people dying or getting caught up.
By resolve, do you mean attack a pig?
Not necessarily, but
We can hear it out first.
Stop the pig using all these binders to cause this temporal situation.
Yeah, okay, absolutely.
We have to get them apart somehow.
All right. Let's do it. Let's find out what it wants. I'm assuming
Okay.
what it wants is just to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it's the only thing that exists in this plane of existence.
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah, we're just wondering, now that we're friends, what is it that you wanted us to help you with?
I just get so hungry. It's not my fault. It's how I am. It's just how I've always been. Ever since I came to be, I just need to eat, and I just feel like I need to get all full up in my little tummy until I feel sleepy, and then I can have a little nap and feel happy, and then I do it again. And I heard that there were these things that could be filled with all sorts of knowledge, and I thought, oh, that sounds so tasty. All the things that people thinking in their little brains. And I thought, oh, maybe a little piggy could just have a little nibble. And Simeon Sowers was so mean about it. And so when he wasn't looking, I snuck in and grabbed everything. But now everything's gone a bit crazy in here with all the crazy time, ice, and things. And the people came up to me and they were so angry, and I didn't know what they wanted, and they got so close, and I accidentally got my hooves on them by accident, and a few things ripped, and a few things cracked, and a few things broke. And I didn't do much. It's just that their suits got all broken, and then when their suits got all broken, that one turned into a little ice baby, and that one turned into a little ice old woman.
Tale as old as time, mate. Tale as old as time.
I know.
Okay. What? Yeah, let me take them away. Shall we do that? Let me get them out of your way.
Those temporal binders are what are causing everything to go crazy. If you separated them, then time would go back to normal, and then you could absorb all the information you wanted.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Very confident.
Ridge is really smart. You've only just met Ridge, so you don't know this, but they are so smart. If they say that that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. You can trust them.
The pig stares at you, Ridge, and as it does, it's an incredibly unnatural feeling as this very pristine ideal of a pig looks at you, and there's this faint trace of intensity as it stares, as if it is trying to read your face, trying to read you of perhaps any lie or false statement. But it looks at you, and then its face softens, and it says, I am in a little bit of a pickle with all these binders, and I didn't really mean all this to happen. I am just a little piggy after all. Okay, if you want to try and separate them all, yes, I can let you do that. And then you have to help me get out of here. I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't mean it. And Simeon Sowers is such a grumpy man.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's separate these binders out.
Okay.
You just sit still. You sit back up a bit. You back up a bit.
The pig begins to move its large, corpulent form back as it slides on its rump, and then it sits up with its little hooves in front of it, and then it puts its little hooves together, waiting for you as it sits on its hind legs, and then watches.
Right, Rich, how do we do this? I don't understand what we're looking at here.
Okay, we're just going to approach the collection of binders, and I'm assuming she sees all the binders together glowing intensely with tubes coming out of them.
Yeah, it looks like Innocent Fig, the night pig, has gathered them all together and just found various ports and HDMI cables and various other pieces and just found a hole and shoved it in. It's like when as a kid you're playing with the TV and you've got like the different color codes for like the back of the television, and you just go, oh, maybe it goes here or here. And it's very much like that. It's just this spaghetti of wires and tubes surrounding what looks to be about 5 of these binders, which are all glowing, and light, this incredibly bright light, is emanating from them.
If she moves her hands, I know that she's got the gloves on, but close to it, does it feel hot or cold or anything?
With the suit, you don't feel anything. The suit is protecting you from any kind of temperature or any type of effect. But you do, with the light coming off, there's an intensity with that light.
Okay. So I guess it's hard to see like which things are because of the brightness of the light, potentially?
It is difficult. It's something that you do kind of have, as you get closer and start to study it, you do have to shield your eyes.
Okay. She's going to, mostly by sight, almost at the corner of her eye, and by touch, focus on one binder and try and pull things out of it. Just isolate one binder from the rest.
Okay. And is she doing it like very like carefully, like trying to carefully untangle, and or is it more of like a yank?
To start with, let's go with a delicate approach.
Okay. So I will get you to roll under your skill. I think you can use your rapier skill for this, because you're a very deft of hand. So if you want to use your rapier skill and roll under.
Yes, success.
Okay. You very quickly, deftly, and succinctly are able to untangle one of these devices and hold it in your hands. As you hold it, there is a vibration. Like you feel the vibration of this thing as you pull it apart. As you do so and you release it from the group that it is held within, you do notice that the interior is beginning to slowly speed up. It's still not fast, but it's starting to speed up a little bit.
Okay. She's going to put this temporal binder in her pack and then go back for the next one. Have a go at untangling that one.
While Ridge is doing this, Owen is going to just like nonchalantly walk around to the floating bodies of the 2 workers who have been barbarized and corpseified, and try and like just scoop them up under his arms.
Cool.
He's going to go to Fig like, I'm just gonna clean this up.
Fig just nods at you enthusiastically, and then eyes go back to where Ridge is as Fig focuses intently on what Ridge is doing.
So
but it's
Owen
easy
also
enough.
Straps the flamethrower time device on one of his.
All right, so just swing it up, and then you've got baby in one arm, old woman in the other.
That's right. As God intended.
Okay. I'll go on to the second temporal binder.
Okay, roll under your skill.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a crit fail. Double sixes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right, can you roll for me a D6, please?
Okay. 4.
Okay. So, however you want to play this, we'll figure this out. For the next hour, however time works in this place, but for the next hour, everything moves faster around you, Ridge. So
for the next hour, everything moves faster around Ridge.
So from your perspective,
from whose
Ridge,
perspective? Yes.
So I'd say from Owen's perspective and from Innocent Fig's perspective, as Ridge grabs the binder and you see something snap and the light flares, you just see as Ridge goes...
Right, he slows right down from our perspective.
Begins to slow right down.
Roll.
It's going really good.
The storm just picks up faster and faster around you, Ridge. It's much easier to describe this for Owen and Fig, but for the moment, Ridge, you just see as everything begins to speed up around you as kind of chaos begins to move and envelop you. But for you, Owen, like Ridge is barely moving.
I'm sure that's fine.
I don't think this would disturb her enough for her to stop. She's like, okay, weird stuff's happening. Got to keep going.
Yeah.
Do I detach the second binder successfully? With
I
the crit
mean,
fail?
this is so fucking difficult for me to try and like Jenga in my brain because like you are doing it like for you from your perspective, everything's moving everything's moving like fast. So everything's beginning to move fast. Like the storm has picked up around you. That's beginning to swirl around really fast. But you're going through the process of untangling it. So you're not really aware that anything's changed.
Yeah.
Except that things are now going fast, which you're thinking, oh, well, I think you feel like something's gone wrong, and now everything is going faster. But I think we need to switch to Owen's perspective currently, because in the current kind of reality, you are almost frozen. But you just see as Reg is nearly completely frozen, ever so slightly moving.
Hey, Fig, what do you think would happen if I blasted Reg with this flamethrower thing?
I don't know. They were using it to get inside.
Yeah, isn't it? You don't know what it is, do you? I think I remember them saying it's like a time fixer thing. I think if I blast Ridge with it, they might go back to normal speed. I'm going to try it.
All right. You heft up the machine and begin kind of looking over. Now, Owen is not like a careful guy, right?
No.
Yeah, great. So you do see, like, you kind of vaguely notice that there are some kind of like buttons and some kind of dial of some kind. But what you
notice,
must
be the biggest one.
Yeah, what you notice is a big giant trigger. What would Owen do at this point?
He would aim it at the device that did this thing. The one that Owen is very slowly pulling his hand away from, I imagine, at this point.
Okay.
And fire.
All right. Can you roll? I'm gonna get you to roll under your luck.
Okay. I did. I've rolled 3, 2, and a 1 every single time.
Okay, incredible. You roll under your luck as this bright, fluorescent, orange flame emanates from the tip of this device and completely engulfs Reg and the binders.
Yeah, good.
As it engulfs, you see nothing within the flames for a moment, and then everything changes. The strange, slow particulate around you drops as all these binders go dark as the flame subsides, and then almost semi-collapse as Ridge, with remnants of this kind of orange flame slowly dying out over their body, detaches another binder, holding it in her hands. And then you see a large patch where this time rime has been completely melted away. There is still time rime within the room, but the pressure is now gone, and you get the sense that the energy that had caused the fluctuation and caused this temporal storm of sorts has subsided and died down.
So I'm back at normal speed now.
You are back at normal speed.
Okay.
But what you see is just with a blur of speed, Owen engulf you in fire. And then, but it's like that, and it's gone. And then suddenly everything's kind of, you're fine.
I think she gives him like the briefest of look, and they kind of, it's like, we've gone through weirder than this already.
I've only bloody gone and saved the day. I think you'll find, Ridge. You're welcome.
She slides the second binder like across the ground away from the others.
Okay, just kind of rolls
All
away.
the binders are dead now. They're all not glowing anymore.
They all seem to be dead.
Okay.
Pick them up.
Cool. She picks up the rest of the device, which is 3 of them there. I think I need to just, take this away out of this room and maybe return it to Simeon, perhaps.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Fig looks at you, Ridge, and just says, "Oh, they're all ruined.
Yeah, but you already ate them.
I wasn't finished, but
Aw.
it's not my fault. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
saying it is.
I'm
You, I
sorry.
think you'll find, are so innocent. No one's saying you did anything wrong. Just saying you've had enough for now.
Okay. I'm sorry I got grumpy at you, Ridge.
It's okay. Yeah, I understand.
Yes, just next time I'm with the things that I'm eating. Just maybe next time don't do it again. But we're
Okay.
friends, so I forgive you, and I forgive Owen as well. And now you can help me get out of here without being seen.
Without being seen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Follow us.
Okay.
I've got the old lady and the baby, right? Are they still an old lady and a baby?
Currently, they were not enveloped by the fire.
I want to spray them.
Okay. Roll under your luck for me, please.
I did not. This time I rolled 11.
Okay. So what you see as you place them down and you just do...
I say to Ridge, before I do it, I go to Ridge, I go, check this out. This is the miracle machine. This does everything you want it to do. It saves the day. All you got to do is pull the trigger. Ready? Watch this.
Massive blast of fluorescent orange
Yeah.
flame engulfs the chrono sleeves and the individuals inside. And as the flames subside, within the helmet of the baby sleeve is just a splotch of liquid. In the sleeve that contained the incredibly old woman, there is now a desiccated, mummified corpse.
Okay.
Owen, what have you done?
I just...
What have you done? Is that what you
okay.
did to me?
I pick up the two suits and I chuck them into the rime. Is there any ice rime I can see lying around? Okay. We're just going to... This is like when you got a bath too hot, I feel. Like I'm just going to play around with the temperatures here until I get it right. Chuck them into the storm that's around.
You grab it, you fling the now completely flaccid, empty chrono sleeve with this little bit of...
Yeah, this is going to work.
Of baby goo. You hiff it into one section where there's a bit of the time rhyme. Then you take the mummified corpse, you chuck it in there.
Yeah.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
1.
Okay. You see as both of them hit the ice, the sleeves begin to contract and begin to inversely implode in on themselves as they suck themselves in and then spin into tiny little balls of complete infinite blackness and then disappear.
Okay. So that didn't work. Okay. Well,
Let's just agree to never speak of that again.
Yeah, I agree.
No one needs to know.
Wow.
You feel a little nudge.
Ourselves.
You feel a little nudge beside you, Owen. And it's Innocent Fig. And Innocent Fig looks up with these big, pooling, piggy eyes and just says, "Everyone makes little mistakes, Owen. I understand."
Yeah, it's okay. I own up when I make mistakes. And that was a big one. But you know what? We move on.
We've all made mistakes today. I think that's why we get on so well.
It might be. It might be, Figgy. All right, off we go.
Yes, let us walk, and you can tell me, how are you going to get me out of here? You got to smuggle me out because we are all friends.
Oh, it's going to be so easy.
Okay.
Now, remember, there were two ways in here. There was the main door, which we went through to get here, but there was another way, a back.
Yeah, the back door.
We're going to take you that way.
Yeah. We could do that. Things get a bit freaky out the back door.
If you think it is best, then I will follow you, and you are my friends. You have my best interests at heart.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Okay. I really want to just shove him into where those two people just turn into singularities.
Ridge is all about that.
I really just want to shove him in while he's like, he's quite big though, eh?
He's pretty big, but he's not unshovable.
I feel like I want to shove this fig into the wall into the storm and see what happens.
I think that's quite on point for Ridge and Owen.
Yeah, because fuck trying to smuggle this giant pig out anywhere. No, we're not doing that. We don't have time for this. This is dumb. I'm done with this pig. This pig is nothing but trouble. How are we going to do this? Okay. Think, Owen, think. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm so sick of this pig. Oh. Fig. Innocent Fig. The night pig. You know what? Did you taste what this time rhyme ice tastes like? Have you tried eating that?
Fig looks at you and just says, "No, I was too focused on the binder's energy. I don't know if it's a good idea, Owen, because I saw what happened when you put in those suits and they went all crumbly and then turned into tiny little miniature black holes and disappeared."
Yeah, but that won't happen to you. Because you're not going to go in there. We're just going to lick it. We're just going to sneak up and we're going to poke our little tongues out and we're just going to lick it and see what it tastes like. Are you interested? Don't you want to know?
I do like tasting things. And
I think this would be a huge power boost for you.
this would absolutely be an etiquette, but so I need you to
Well, I don't
roll.
have that.
I need you to roll on your skill for me. Unless
Can I help with this?
Uh-huh.
Apparently, Ridge still has 2 mugs of ale. So,
Okay.
From the time into the bar, can she say, "I've got these mugs of ale as a reward for having the adventure and licking their time rhyme"?
Yeah. That would go. I mean, I think that ale pairs very well with time rhyme, personally.
Innocent Fig looks at you and just says, "Well, I suppose there's a lot of potential energy in the time rhyme. It might be okay. I don't know." So, Owen, can you roll under your skill? And I'll give you advantage on this. So roll twice.
That was over. And that equals it.
Equal is a success. So, Innocent Fig, a night pig consumed by the need to consume, looks at both of you and says, "I suppose we can have a little tiny snack before we go to keep our energy up.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Shall we all do it at the same time together and we can all have a little snack at the same time?"
Yes.
Okay. Should I count or are you going to count? And we'll do a 1, 2, 3.
It'll be 1, 2, 3, lick. Okay.
Okay.
And
I'm
I
ready.
do a really obvious big wink at Ridge. Wink.
All right.
Yeah.
Ridge has no idea what's going on.
No, that's okay. And and I unsling my maul.
Okay, so you go up to the edge of where the temporal Thora has removed the time rhyme, and you each kind of go over. Fig places their head down, little pink tongue pops out of their mouth as they snuffle.
Not yet, Fig. Come on the count of 3. Don't get ahead of me, mate.
I'm just waiting for you. I'm beginning to feel little rumbles in my little tummy.
Aren't you just so hungry? Aren't you just starving? I wouldn't be mad if you went first, Fig. I wouldn't be mad if you couldn't hold back.
I don't know.
You must be so hungry.
With that, and you egging Fig on, Fig does take a lick.
And I shove it. I shove your big fat butt.
Okay. Can you roll a d6 for me, please?
1.
Okay. They go down. They lick tentatively. You do a shove.
Big rump shove.
Are you kind of like rump shoving with the maul?
Yeah. I'm like putting my maul.
Yeah. Roll under your maul skill. Roll.
Well, actually, instead of it's more like a shuffleboard maneuver.
Okay. So this is technically an attack. So
Sure.
Can you roll, and you want to get high for this roll? You want to get a high roll.
That's not been what I've been doing lately. I'm rolling ones more than anything. Roll high.
Okay. It was a 12 for Fig.
She rolled a 12.
Yep, they rolled a 12.
And what am I trying to do?
You want to beat a 12.
All over it. with your maul fighting skill?
It has been 19.
19 is way bigger than 12. So
It is a lot bigger than 12.
you smack Fig's massive piggy rump with the head of your maul to shuffle it into the rhyme itself. As it takes a little tentative lick, you shove, its head then goes right into the rhyme, and its tongue and mouth take a big gulp of this strange, temporal, icy frost. And you just see as the pig, as it says, oh no, my tummy. And you just see as the entire form of the pig just goes, shrinks inwards, and then just the body just spins, and then turns into a little hole, and you just hear this.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Owen, there was an impressive move. Well done.
When in doubt, maul it out.
We're on fire today. Well,
Well, to be honest, I was just kind of sick of this pig, man. Shut up.
there was, I believe, from what I've read about those night pigs, one of the most terrifying and dangerous creatures in all of the multiverse. So you did an incredible job there.
I'm very glad I didn't know that. It was just a really lippy pig, and I just wanted to shove it into the magic.
The good news is, although the other binders are stuffed, but this one, I got my backpack is in working order. So I
Sweet.
think we've got what we need.
Great. Let's go. I'm sick of hearing here. Come on, Ridge. Let's get out of here.
All right. Are you going to go find Simeon, or are you just going to fuck off?
Oh, we'll find Simeon,
Okay.
surely.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
maybe
We
like,
did
well, we've
the
got one.
job. Did we not?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
we do the job?
Well, you
Yeah.
stopped it. You stopped it. You retrieved the Thora. So you got that. You
Yes.
found out what happened to his employees.
The pig killed them.
You did free up the room, so the room is now free, although there are some broken temporal binders. But, that's... I
The
think
pig
that's
did
just...
it.
The pig
He
did
was
it.
a pig. Okay.
So
There's one still working on the ground
There's
before
one.
the flames hit.
you've got one in your satchel, and then there's another one that is still working that was able to be disconnected. You make your way to Simeon Sowers, who greets you with his kind of enigmatic, evanescent self, saying, well, I see you made it back.
Yes, Owen here has dealt with the problem. Did you know you had a night pig infesting back there?
Oh, that is unfortunate. But clearly, I was lucky to have met you two. You've dealt with the creature.
Yep. Gone.
Popped into some other plane of existence.
You already have seen, as you've moved through the store, like the timeline is now receding slowly. He looks you over and says, and the suits don't seem to be damaged. And you retrieved the temporal Thora. Oh, and my employees.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to tell you, mate, but they didn't make it.
That happens.
Yeah.
There's good news out of bad news, I suppose. Every cloud has a silver lining. There are 2 spots open up if you are looking for any work. It pays reasonably well, especially if you show initiative like you have done today.
It's a very generous offer, but we have other matters that we need to attend to, and
Yeah, we're on a quest, mate.
yes, we are.
Now, you managed about the binders and the room itself. How much damage are we talking?
Well, and Ridge takes out the binder that she retrieved first. This one's in working order, and there is one other in working order, but unfortunately 3 were damaged in the rescue attempt.
That is unfortunate. I do have spares. I suppose I should be grateful. It could have been a lot worse. Well done. You are welcome to that binder.
Thank you, Sim.
And you've done an excellent job. Here. And he goes into his suit jacket and he takes out a bright yellow metallic card with his name embossed. And he hands it to you, Owen.
Oh.
And he says, from time to time, work comes my way. I do sell many things. Sometimes I need people of integrity and skill to acquire such things. So, if that card vibrates,
Okay.
that means I have a job that is suitable for your talents. Come find me.
Brilliant. Yeah, we will. We will, mate.
Right.
Thank you.
Actually, while we are here, we do have some leads for some other items that we need to acquire, but I thought maybe you might have some leads yourself. Might make this easier. Have you heard of a luminary conduit before?
Luminary conduit. From what I understand of such devices, they tap into the light spectrum, help you see things that perhaps aren't normally seen.
You don't have one here?
Well, they can be used in interplanetary navigation. I unfortunately don't have one myself. They're also used for, what would be the best way to describe it? A kind of introspection of sorts. To use it, you can shine the light on oneself if you have a powerful enough emitter, then I guess you can shine it upon yourself and see things within yourself that perhaps you weren't aware of before. It's an unusual way, perhaps, of using it, but I've heard it done before. I believe there is a group, the Eldritch Society of Reformed Pseudomorphs. They, I believe they have a device. It's used in their initiations.
I'm guessing they
Right.
wouldn't be too keen to part with it, given if it's spiritual significance by the sound of it.
Yeah, what's the best way to look at it? They almost are a charity of a kind. They help various shapeshifters and the like to manage themselves. Those that have
Ooh.
perhaps gone off the rails, you know,
Or maybe
I don't
those
feel-
that don't even know they're doing it, maybe?
perhaps, yes. But they offer
Interesting.
their services. They help those that perhaps can't help themselves.
That's a weird question, Owen.
It is, isn't it? It is. I'm so sorry. What am I thinking?
Yes, I believe they might have one,
Okay.
but I think you're right. They might not be particularly open to parting with it.
I'm
Okay,
pretty good
and,
at convincing people.
not sure how I feel about stealing from or not stealing or taking or interfering with a charity, but we have a quest.
We do. We do indeed. All right. Cheers for the card sim and for the binder. We will take our leave.
Of course, and if you ever find your pockets becoming far too heavy, please pay me a visit.
Shall do.
And with that, you leave Simeon Sauer's sundries and such with a temporal binder in your possession, making your way to your next destination.